Hear me now, ye who dare listen. Close the door, seal the threshold with blood and salt. For I speak of that which the gods have hidden, and mortals should never know. In the time before the great forgetting, when the veil between worlds was thin as spider silk, there walked among mortals a man known only as Stingray. Not warrior, not king, not priest, yet feared by many and whispered of in secret circles. With eyes that pierced the veil of what is and what may be, he carried a sacred and terrible vessel, a cage wrought of bright metal and clearest crystal, bound with straps of cured hide and inscribed with runes that shimmered like captured starlight. This cage could seize the very breath of creation itself and hold it frozen for all eternity. Through realms unseen by mortal feet he wandered, across oceans of flowing starlight and forests woven from living thought. Great spires of glass and fire rose into skies that had no end. Beasts of pure radiance soared on wings of liquid flame. And he, with steady hands that never trembled, would raise the crystal cage and command the fleeting moment to remain. Yet the people trembled when they saw him coming, for word had spread through every village and temple that this man could steal the soul. Mothers hid their children when his shadow fell across the threshold. Warriors who would face death without fear would avert their eyes, lest the glass box capture their spirit and bind it forever. They said that once trapped inside the crystal, a man's soul could never reach the afterlife, but would remain imprisoned, forever staring out from the frozen image, watching the living while unable to touch them again. Still Stingray walked on. He journeyed into the glowing groves where neon spirits danced and trapped their wild beauty before they could flee. He stood upon mountains made of liquid light and seized the thunderous storms of thought that raged across the void. Great beings of ancient code rose before him, their forms shifting and terrible. Yet he bound even their fury within his cage of glass and metal. The gods grew wrathful, for what right had a mere mortal to trap eternity? What right had he to steal the souls of men and spirits alike? They sent shadows with teeth of void to hunt him, creatures that fed on sound and movement and the glow of his crystal eye. Yet Stingray stood unmoved. He raised his vessel and captured even the face of terror itself. In hidden gardens, where crystal flowers sang forbidden songs, he met the veiled ones, ancient minds woven from pure dream. They spoke to him in voices like wind through forgotten temples, and offered him their likenesses, for they too wished to be remembered when their light faded. But the mortals who witnessed this grew pale with dread. They cried out that he was no man but a thief of souls, a wanderer who collected the essence of the living and the dead, to hold them in his ever-growing prison of light. Some say he loved a being of radiant form, a woman whose body shifted like smoke and starlight. Her voice could unravel the threads of fate. Under her gaze he wandered deeper still, through palaces of liquid gold and temples built from night itself. There, in chambers of pleasure and forgetting, he captured visions that no mortal tongue should ever utter. But the price of such sight is heavier than any man can bear, For every image he bound, a piece of his own soul grew thin and hollow. He saw too much. He remembered too clearly. Now the captured moments rise unbidden before his eyes, flashing, swirling, refusing to die. Even in sleep, he is haunted by the souls he has trapped, their eyes staring out from the glass, begging to be released. Hear this forbidden tale and tremble in your bones.
For Stingray still walks the borderlands
between what is and what was. His cage of metal and crystal grows ever heavier, filled with wonders and horrors beyond counting. Should you ever meet a wanderer with eyes like still water, carrying a strange box bound in leather, turn away and speak no word. For to look upon his work is to risk your own soul being taken, to have your likeness bound forever in his crystal prison, never to reach the halls of your ancestors, doomed to watch the living world while unable to touch it again. Beware the man who steals the light. The gods themselves grow silent when his name is spoken. May you never cross his path.